Waiting. There we go. On command signal. Look at the distance he has to travel with his son. Look at the distance that he has to travel with his son. See? He's instructed to park the vehicle that far of a distance. That far of a distance. Look at that. To avoid our surveillance. This is a Porsche. And look at the distance he has to travel with his son to avoid our surveillance, guys. See that? Now remember now, the reason for parking that vehicle all the way over there is so he can place the white envelopes hidden from camera view. That's the reason for parking the vehicle that far of a distance. See that? That's the reason to avoid our continuous surveillance of trafficking, distribution, and packaging of the white envelopes involving children to avoid any suspicious activity. This is after yesterday's child endangerment, instructing the child to play at the Board of Education District 99 parking lot exit right there in that spot. Okay, he was instructed to move on command signal once I moved my camera. You saw that. Once I moved my camera, he was instructed to move the vehicle. You saw that? He is in constant communication with organized crime family right next door, 5135 second floor hideout. You saw that. Once I moved the camera, he was instructed to go. See that? That's called the command signal. Military-grade technology, very aware of my location and activities, instructions given on command signal. They instructed him to go. And again, this is after yesterday's child endangerment. His wife instructed their young child to play right in this area right here. The cars were exiting quickly. Long day at work at Board of Education District 99 building parking lot. And clearly the security guard was involved in state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid, because the child was not instructed to move away. The child was left alone, and he was clearly interrupting the vehicles from leaving the parking lot. This is called child endangerment. And this is the reason we are asking for the public assistance to contact Child Protective Services at 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60204. Intentions are very clear. Plenty of parking space here, guys. Plenty of parking space. But this individual driving the Porsche, organized crime family new employee, clearly was instructed to hide the vehicle all the way over there in that corner because he is placing the white envelopes behind the passenger side seat and he does not want to incriminate himself. That's the reason for the discretion. Every single day, he's going to have to park that Porsche away from camera view. So they're going to extreme length to avoid our surveillance. So please do your part and contact Child Protective Services regarding 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60204. All right, 9:07 a.m., November 18th, 2025, Tuesday, we are focused. We're also waiting for the individual at 5132 serving customers at an indoor golf course. If you guys want to make a difference, please contact Internal Revenue Services regarding 5132. Posted date January 8th, 2025 is when I filled out the paperwork with a tax preparer, tax evasion. 5132. And this is after Town Cicero Police Department harassment while we were viewing this new employees at 5130 getting new furniture brought and paid for with state insurance policy fraud money and trafficking of you know what. No job, no school. These individuals are constantly moving product along with 5132, the gray car. And of course, we have the Martinez family nowhere in the area. They have been instructed to hide. Now, the instructions are being given directly from the second floor right there. This is a hit squad that specializes with the military-grade technology hired by Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132. And the harassment continues right next door, 5135. They covered up this window so they won't incriminate themselves. Remember now, Town of Cicero officials are working on a harassment case against me. But community gang stalking, they have moved the harassment to this window. See that? That's where they're using the truck lights. You can see it's left open for easy access. And they simply point the bright truck lights at the windows to manipulate the victims to respond to the bright light harassment. And once the victim does, this will create family conflict, of course, because the victim will cover up the windows. All right, so that's the reason for Town of Cicero police officers harassment. Oh, there we go. We got the police officer right here. There we go. We got the police officer right there. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? We got the police officer right there. Didn't I tell you? So they're waiting. And this is after we uploaded the video of child endangerment by 5130. These police officers, they're waiting for me. And the reason they're waiting for me is because I am being subjected to high-level frequencies. They are shocking the brain from right next door. And it's equal exposure from microwave oven, x-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line to provoke movement, reaction, response, yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outbursts. That's why these police officers, they want to see how I respond, how I react. I've been going through this shock treatment 2003 year and present 2025. Long-term electronic harassment. It's 9:10 a.m., November 18th, 2025, Tuesday morning. 9:10 a.m. So you can just imagine, this is ongoing Town of Cicero Police Department harassment, state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid. And it's very important that the victims respond to the electronic harassment and provoke confrontation and bright light harassment. So the police officers may move forward and arrests will be taking place, but the victim has to respond. I uploaded the video of the police officers waiting for me in the back alley while returning back from grocery shopping. These police officers, they're working alongside the hit squad next door with a military-grade technology, and this is how they're able to manipulate businesses, remain in control, and silence their arbitraries. Secondary health issues are radiation levels over time, and the front cover-up, of course, is to have the victim documented with a history of mental health issue illness. Once the ambulance is called, but the victim has to respond. That's why I am being subjected on a daily basis, 2003 year and present, 2025, November 18th, Tuesday, at 9:12 a.m., to high-level frequencies, electromagnetic field waves, equal exposure from microwave oven, x-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line, secondary health issues or radiation levels. These police officers are in the area waiting for me to respond. Once again, this is daily routine. And we also have the security guard on the premises of Board of Education District 99 involved as well, making periodic routine in the area as a second character witness. So this is called making sure there's no loose ends. The security guard is involved in criminal activity as well. I am behind enemy lines, and this security guard failed to assure the safety of the child yesterday, clearly in harm's way as the vehicles were exiting after a long day at work at the Board of Education District 99 parking lot. And this, the child was clearly instructed to play there, stopping oncoming traffic as a distraction so we won't record the mob. Board of Education District 99, female and male employee. All right, that's all we got for now. And, well, you can see this criminal organization is responding. If you guys want to make a difference, please contact, we have the dollar store owner returning as well. It looks like there's going to be activity early. Another police officer. So they're in the area. And they are assigned to this location and address for two specific reasons. To make sure this criminal organization is undisturbed and at times receiving a personal escort, community gang stalking in the background, and to make sure that the victims are documented with a history of mental health issue illness. Very important to avoid any suspicious activity of long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues, or radiation levels. All right, once again, if you guys want to make a difference, please contact Child Protective Services regarding 5132 and 5130. There's children involved here, and the reason the children are involved is to avoid suspicious activity. The reason this individual continues taking his child to school is to avoid suspicious activity. That's the dollar store owner. And he has a signed contract, of course, with Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132. Okay, that's the dollar store owner. And he does business directly from inside his store with the candy boxes. And obviously he has business with these people here. Okay. So please contact Child Protective Services 5130 and 5132. And please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, posted date January 8th, 2025, and watch the magic happen. 5132, Nello Greco is the main proprietor. And this is the individual that is behind the murder plot electronically and behind the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, to avoid any suspicious activity of long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues, or radiation levels. All right, for now, that's all we got. And it looks like we're moving on for now. And that's what we got. All right, 9:16 a.m., November 18th, 2025, Tuesday. Town of Cicero Police Department, once again, harassment. All right, moving on.